up the hill. Catch Dundee still in the light. Turbines, when I was driving across, showing a gentle northerly. The whole of the river, apart from the bar, was mirror calm. It's been sprinting up. Now while the Dundee side's still mirror calm, see movement on the water here. And based on a couple of chimneys and the general feel of the air here, there's a downslope breeze, which could simply be this face going katabatic. So those are the trees that I've got to clear. Top landing here, which I almost never use, and the normal landing is either down into the playing area if it's not been used, or the car park if it's quiet, or it's possible to fly all the way down to the bottom. And there's a boat club with a jetty down there. Pretty tight landing, but I've done it a few times. But generally on a nice warm day when there's lift off the houses guaranteed. Don't want to go down there if it's katabatic. And particularly not with the water temperature this time of year. Water might be above freezing while the air is below freezing, but you lose a lot. And it's the first time I've seen tracks up here. So I presume the farmer's been up. Right, on up to the top. This is the bit that's usually very boggy. So normally cut across on the high ground onto the slope. Where the fallen trees are, the ground's pretty firm, and just a couple of, well, 10 feet along that way, it's very, very boggy. I better watch out because I'm getting battery warning again. It's probably to do with the cold as much as anything else. Right, on up. Last the sun hitting the road bridge. Lovely. The sound carrying all the way across. Very clear. And the reflection in the water, you see the clouds moving along. So a good breeze at altitude. Okay, that should be continuing recording now. Never really used this before. Right, at the top, still mirror cam down on the water. Batteries on the main camera have gone. It's actually feeling like it could well be soarable. I'll leave the camera and the gloves on the ground and have a quick couple of test flights. And I've got the batteries in my pocket on the main camera, so hopefully they'll warm up enough to give me 30 seconds, 40 seconds to get a flight down to the bottom filmed on the normal. Alright, still mirror cam down on the water. Got a tiny wee ripple, gentle smooth ripples running across. My wavelength of maybe about 5-6 metres. I've got a nice steady breeze blowing straight up the slope here. Sun just about to go down. I'm saving the batteries on the main camera, which are in my pocket. I had shut the camera down because they were out of power, but if they warm up I might give enough. I'll check the airspace. Slow, 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 harness control, settling, recheck airspace and bounce. Still got a tip cravat there, turn in the harness, take tension off, recheck the airspace, apply these just to give a wee touch. Cravat's almost out, just trailing edge cravat, rechecking, and that's it out. Turning the harness, we assist with the rear riser. Give myself a nice runway to add in ground speed to wind speed, increasing the airspeed off beat and then land. Okay, brakes are still parked. Recheck the airspace. Harness, settling, settling, settling. Step to roll control, rebounce, turn to warp. Looking good. One more. Centered and up. Off the A's, full brake, full hand brake. Right. Reaching up to drop it up slope. It'll be interesting to see how well that video's. 2 minutes 26 seconds on this. Quick gather up and walk back up. Maybe do a couple more and then get the main camera powered up, hopefully, and fly down while the light lasts. That's pretty well, the sun's going down. Only the outskirts of Dundee still getting light. Shutting down. Okay. Far enough up the slope for the breeze to be touching the ground again. Airspace checks. Mainly the harness, we assist with these. Settle and bounce, rechecking. Ease off. Turn and step. And bounce. Turn, step. Refiling these, recheck the airspace. Need to go to my current left. Recheck. Turning just to initiate that left. Wing settling. Turn to correct. And back. Recheck the airspace. We require just a tiny touch, mainly the harness. Settling, recheck, and bounce. Step the wrong way, setting it up. It's waiting, waiting, waiting. Requiring the A's. Stepping to set up for the next bit. Asymmetric launch, turning almost along to where the camera and the gloves are on the ground. Turning in the harness to correct. Settling it. Rechecking the airspace. Another asymmetry on launch, taking me sideways. Turn to correct. Square up. Drop just short of the camera, bouncing past. Turn to correct. And back to the camera and the gloves. Right, so I'm going to put batteries back in and hope there's enough to film the flight all the way down. Okay, so I decided there, because the batteries were low and it was just hoping that the heat in the pocket was enough to give them life for the flight down. Unfortunately took off, switched on the camera, within 2-3 seconds battery warning shutting down. So I reached up, rear risers, 20 feet up on the slope here, backslid it into a stall landing, and we're going to have to film it on the camera phone video mode and see what that looks like for the flight down. So in a minute, pop the wing, bounce up to the top and get the launch. Airspace, ease off, mainly the harness, tiny touch, rechecking, ease up, and again mainly the harness, rechecking. So it's fully flying at the point the wing's touching down now. wings just want to stay up there. Gentle pressure rear risers. Just keeping just enough tension, set me back so I'll get a good takeoff. And checks. Your space, slow, then with the harness, settle to surge, rechecking and bounce. Turn right to correct the wing, warping it, recheck, looks good, and off the ease. Round, gentle, harness control, carve around. Reaching up to the rear right, feel the tailwind, rear riser plate, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yep, the wing back drafted down, so tiny downslope breeze on my face there, just a tiny touch of catabatic. I normally go into there but could see a vehicle coming round, so don't go landing in the car park when this vehicle's moving. It'll be interesting to see just how good this video is. I've got a feeling it's alright until it's moving across the frame, and then it might look a bit jerky. The frame rate looks low, but if it's not moving too quickly or the field of view isn't moving, it looks not bad. There's the pickup.
See what happens. Aye.
Oh no. Mummy, you that wind is a